when COVID came. And when the COVID era came, one of the things that I do frequently to relieve myself from forms of depression is I play basketball. I don't smoke cigarettes, I don't smoke weed, I don't drink. My only outlet to relieve any form of frustration in my life is basketball. That is my escape. And when COVID came, all the gyms were shut down. All of them. All the gyms were shut down. All the basketball rims were taken. And I felt disabled. And that was probably the first time in my entire life I felt depression. I was sad. I was aggy. I was moody. I was extremely sad. I couldn't explain why I was sad. I didn't even know. And then I think maybe like a couple of months in, I said, oh shit, I'm hurt because I can't move. I'm hurt. I'm like my body is going into an ultra sad state because I can't play basketball. So that thought made me realize how sad some people are when they can't move. There's things that we as human beings do daily, like just walk up and down the street, or being able to walk up and down the stairs. But there's people who can't do that. There's people who literally can't get up and get themselves something to eat. And that creates a form of depression that some people won't ever understand. So, one, a person that is struggling with disabilities via physically will be a different depression from a person that is struggling with another problem, like a rape victim. Yeah, a rape victim. So, some people have been through traumatic childhood experiences, yet they can't really say nothing publicly, and they spend their life with something eating them alive inside. I remember I met a girl, and she used to just randomly cry. She used to just randomly cry, like randomly, just like we'd be talking and she'd just start boo-hooing. And for years, I consulted her. I didn't understand why, but I'm like, yo, like maybe she's just a super emotional person. Later on in life, I found out she did porn. So the entire time she was sad and depressed, she knew that dark secret that she probably did when she was young because she needed some money financially. She knew that dark secret would come out and ruin all her future relationships. So when I finally confronted her about it, she was like, I knew this was going to happen. It's okay. You don't have to talk to me again. It was almost like a reliever. Like she knew she knew one day I was going to find out and I was going to leave her. And I did. I did. I most definitely did. I was young. I didn't have the right mind state that I have right now. If I would have had the mind state that I have right now in that situation, things would have been a lot different. I'd have been like, oh, you nasty. Shit, let's do an OnlyFans then. But my mind ain't where it is. My mind different. If my mind was where it was right now, I'd put it to work. But my mind ain't there no more. Right? I'm just keeping it real. My mind ain't where it is now, where it was then. I was young. I'm like, I don't want no fucking porn star girl. I want a wife. But needless to say, she had like an internal problem that I didn't know about, that she was harvesting, and that was creating a form of depression from her. So, cold part about it is I just recently talked to her. Like, she hit me on the DMs and was like, yo, I'm proud of who you become, and yada, yada, yada. You know, I always knew you would be special, and, you know, the whole nine. And I'm like, yeah, man, you know, I stuck to the grind, blah, blah, blah. So how's life with you? And she was like, you know what's crazy? I'm like, what? And she like, I was 18 years old when I did that. Do you know that was the second time, like the second person in my life that I ever had intercourse with? And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, like, that's what bothered me the most, is the world looked at me like a hoe when I've had only been with two people in my life. I was like, damn, that's deep. She was like, I'm not a hoe. Like, I never was out there like that. It was just the first time that I was in a relationship. I got out of my relationship. I was young. I was just not in the right space. Someone offered XYZ amount of money. I needed money at the time. I did it. And then I got labeled as a complete hoe because of that. And that bothered her for the rest of her life. So, you know, I told her, I was like, man, you know, I was young-minded. I wasn't thinking how I was thinking now. You know, sorry for judging you. Sorry for judging you how I judged you at the time. If things could have been different, if I was different, maybe things could have worked out different. But, you know, as of right now, I'm in a whole situation that I would never tarnish to backtrack. But one thing I can say is you was most definitely a nice, intelligent person. I respected you on many ways, shape, and form. You know, if you ever need any advice from me, or, you know, whatever the case may be, I'm here. So then her next question was, I'm about to start this OnlyFans. I said, bitch, you hoe. God damn it. But yeah, so she had her own form of depression. Then you got men, right? Let's get a little deeper. You got some men that was touched as kids by other men. And this is something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. You got some men that was touched by other men as kids. Now, as a man, no one protects black man and no one protects man in general, because you're a man. You're supposed to protect yourself. So it's impossible to come out and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, I was touched as a kid. Because if you come out and say that, your manhood gone. If you come out and be like, yo, yeah, you know, I got touched when I was a kid, then, nigga, everybody gonna automatically, hey, nigga got his booty bust up. So you deal with humiliation if you even express yourself. Listen, you deal with humiliation if you express yourself. That's the thing. Like, there's people in here I know that probably been touched for sure. They ain't gonna never say nothing publicly. They ain't gonna never speak out about it because it's detrimental to their manhood. It is. So that's another form of depression, just holding on to stuff. Then you got mental depression, right? People who have mental illnesses. Like, for example, the depression is not a mental illness. It is the mental illness that you already have that creates a depressive moment. Now listen, depression is not a mental illness. Depression is a byproduct of something else. So then you have some people who do have mental illness. Some people on medication. Some people doing all. Everybody's brain is not wired the same. Everybody's brain is not wired to complete like functionality. Some people are off. There's a lot of people off. And we live in a world where you got to mask yourself with being normal so much so you don't look like an outcast. Because this world outcasts people fast. So we live in a world where you got to mask whatever your disability is just to blend in. And by masking your disability, like, that can create forms of depression itself, because you know deep down in your heart that something is extremely wrong, and you can't exceed or excel how you want to excel because you know what's holding you back. So even inside of that, like, I remember one time, like, this one guy, I'll give y'all a story so y'all can, I think things work better in story formats. But this one guy, his name was Jack. Jack used to DM me all the time, like, yo, I'm your biggest fan. So as he's DMing me, my brain created a voice for him. Because, you know, I don't hear his voice. I only get the text, yo, what's up, bro? And even how I'm talking right now, like, I'm creating a voice for him, for y'all. So I get the text, or I get the DM, like, yo, what's up, bro? I'm doing a lot better today than I was yesterday. Thank you for the motivation. If there's anything you can tell me today that will keep me going. So I'm like, yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? Take some walks outside, drink some water, get up, be healthy, go watch some funny videos on YouTube, like, do whatever you can to make yourself happy, right? And so I done this to bro for maybe about a year or so, just gave him mad advice and shit. And one day he was like, yo, can I call you? And I'm like, now, let me tell y'all, as a person that stands in the position I stand in, sometimes I have to go, I look at myself in the mirror and I go, Daylyt, if you're going to take up this role as a person that was sent to earth to heal, you got to open your doors for whoever. Right? Yeah, the dude could have been a troll. Yeah, the dude could have been a stalker. Yeah, the dude could have been anything. But if I'm going to walk this path, and I guess like whatever the Most High has designed for me, then I have to open my arms. And I can't even think a motherfucker going to stab me. I just have to open my arms, whatever. So I did. I'm like, yo, bro, here go my number. When he called me, the inner hood me, the hood nigga me, literally fell to the floor crying. The conversation went like this. Ring, ring, ring. Yo, what's up? Hello? Okay, hello? Who this? Me, Jack. Said, hold on, Jack. I got another call on the other line. Hold on. I put the phone on mute. I ain't never laughed so hard a day in my life. I ain't never laughed so hard a day in my life. I never laughed that hard in my life. I literally had a 6-pack when I was done. Like I had a full 6-pack. Like a full 6-pack. Click back on the line. Hello? Okay. So I was just wondering if someone thinks I can do this. So yeah, hold on real quick, Jack. My mom's calling. Put the phone back on mute. I was on the floor crying. I got back on the phone and said, yo, Jack, hey, you got FaceTime? He was like, yeah, I sure do. I said, hey, call me on FaceTime, man. I think you got to turn right here. You're supposed to turn right there. Yeah. Called me on FaceTime. When Jack called me on FaceTime, yeah, the entrance was back that way. When Jack called me on FaceTime, I swear to God, bro, he was about 5'1". He had the biggest bifocal glasses I ever seen in my life. Like, them shits look like magnifying glass. Like, his eyes looked like they was like 5 inches big because the magnify of the glass. Swear to God, bro. Poor little Jack. Oh yeah, just go straight. All right, you can park right here. I can get out right here. Thank you. Right here is fine. Right here. Okay. Goodbye, Phil. Bye. Ugh. Hold on real quick, y'all.